Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The weathermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. Shouldn't be bad enough in any sense, meaningfully to... And the finish! He's pulled off a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Tries lifting it over. He's got options out wide. Kolarov. Dinamo Zagreb were imperious when the two sides last met. And the fans are asking for more of the same.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
That'll be a throw-in.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does.
And shapes to shoot! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Kenny, big chance! That's offside, yes it is. Plays it out to the wing. Battles to win it back. A real chance to break. Milivojevic goes looking. Oh, what a ball! Hoists it forward. He's looked long this time. He's got away. Milivojevic knocks it away. Tries to get it clear. Attempts to play it through. And a shot! There's a long ball. And the half-time whistle goes. So now the team has broken through. But certainly not going to want to try. It's an interesting game up to now, but still goals. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Dinamo Zagreb, very impressive in their last outing and brilliantly orchestrated by the manager.
I think, Peter, we have to give credit where it's due. He had a problem up top and he tweaked his system to sort it out. And what I like is that he doesn't hold back. He's got that who dares wins mentality, and he really goes for it.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. They've played it short. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Kolarov trying to get there. He's gone for it!
Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful.
Almost an hour gone. 0-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. And it's got through. He's in space and looking for options. There are a few waiting for it. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And he's straight offside. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Striding forward, facing goal. Cuts it out.
Dinamo Zagreb showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ed.
Gets it upfield. Has a pop!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's played forward.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Right through the middle. What a ball this has turned out to be. It shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Done very well to intervene. Forward it goes. It's found its way to him. Shoots! Oh, it's in! Save the best for last! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that does not help. Interpret the performance as you will, but the key truth is that they lost. Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, our weather forecast is somewhat less than promising. We're told to expect intermittent spells of heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football later. It'll certainly add a new dimension, especially for those players who like to keep hold of the ball. A few anxious faces hoping it will all somehow stay away, but I have to tell you that we are told is an extremely unlikely scenario. Hits one! An early chance, their first of the game.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Looks to bypass the midfield. AEK Athens were imperious when the two sides last met. And the fans, he's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
AEK Athens coming into this game on the back of a really good result, and their boss must take an awful lot of credit for that.
Look, to alter the intended game plan was a daring move on the manager's part. It wasn't quite working for him, and he accepted his mistake. And I think what followed merits a lot of praise.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And he just whacks it away. Milivojevic. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. It's being played forward. It's gone out for a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. He gets past his man. Goes for goal! Good first touch. Almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
What an adventurous run from a defender. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Massive leap! Oh, he's in! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
That intervention was very necessary. Dashing forward at pace. He's left his man. Hoists it forward. Looks to set one up. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's half-time here. So now the team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? And here's Arnautovic. Has a pop! Oh, the ball's come loose! Tries to locate someone up front. João Mario provides an outlet. Well, that's where he wants it.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Well played, he saw that coming. That's the through ball. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And here's Arnautovic. Now can he finish? Get that clear.
Well, to be honest, I think they're all show and no substance. Where's the final product?
Has a pop! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was impressive, and expectations were not met.
He's got options out wide.
AEK Athens showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Back into the middle. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. He's had a go! Defending of the desperate variety. It's a fabulous position.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. And a real chance to break the deadlock. And the whistle goes, so nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. Well, a frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. Told you somewhat what we've witnessed, Jim.
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this.
Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. It is a venue, this, which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. But if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Shapes to shoot! This is promising. Could cross it here. Knocks it away. Just brushed off the ball there.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Well weighted. Up he gets! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
He's got options out wide. Time to deliver. He's had a go! Hoists it forward. Defender's on the back foot. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Loose foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Away from immediate danger. And it's played forward. And here's the chance to counter. Surely goes for goal. Forward it goes. Battles to win it back. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Timely shot at goal! Ooh, and with that the half-time whistle goes. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They definitely want to maintain the momentum now and finish the job.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're already into the second period. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. He's through. He's got away. Milivojevic. Milivojevic with a definite foul there. Oh, good. He's gone for it! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Milivojevic, still just a single goal between the sides. Going through, plays it out to the wing, gets into some space, nicely controlled. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. So Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Ball swung in. Could try cutting inside here. Gets good distance on it. It's gone for a throw-in. So we have a double substitution going on here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. A chance! Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's gone for it! It's off target and by quite a way.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Tries to get it forward quickly. This could fall anywhere! Oh, that is lovely footwork. Tries to get it clear. Out to the left it goes. Played back in. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Big chance! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. That was... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result... Well, we welcome you to our coverage of the return leg of this first round tie. The outcome of the first leg could hardly have been more convincing. It leaves the general consensus being that the second leg should be little more than a mere procession, and you can understand why folk are feeling that. While there have been some notable comebacks over the history of this competition, the odds here do not look at all good. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. So raring to go here, he hits one! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Brahim Diaz sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
They've played it short. Whipped in, towering header, and he's found the net! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Get it forward quickly. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Milivojevic. Well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Madrid have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Attempts to play it through. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. It over to the other flank. What an adventurous run from a defender. He's got away. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Ball is over the line. Gets it into the middle. Oh, real chance! It's a brilliant interception. And he heaves it forward. And the defence can get it clear. Plays it out to the flank. Well, that's where he wants it. Ceballos. Forward it goes. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. And the whistle goes for half-time. So there you have it. Close sport, half of football. It still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, there's no need to panic, Peter. Their first leg advantage sees them in good stead, so as long as they can limit the damage to this for now, they should have enough resistance.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Well, it seems like the perfect situation for fortune favouring the brave. 45 minutes to pack in enough risk-taking to get this match turned around. It's very doable.
Brahim Diaz. And that's been won straight back. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Milivojevic. Milivojevic. He's pinged one through here. Goalkeeper's ball. Looks to thread it through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Madrid showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it? Big chance! It's broken loose! Look at the defender bombing forward. Good clearance and very necessary. Milivojevic. Tries to locate someone up front. Cleared away. Dashing forward at pace. Looks to clip it forward. There's the through ball. Brahim did shapes to shoot!
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
What a throw in. Milivojevic. Oh, real danger here. Aimed into... Up to meet it! There's a goal! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle.
And that's it. Victory in round one. Still plenty to do, of course, but one huge step. So here we are, just waiting for the first of the quarter-finals to get underway. 2 of 8 already battle-hardened teams getting ready to oust each other if they can in a very short while from now. This all in a bid to be called champions of Europe. Expectations have shot through the roof. As we've moved on a stage, there is a definite belief in both camps that this could be their year. A feeling that can only get stronger with every game from now on. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. A truly big night of football here ahead of us. It always is when this competition is in town.
Well, we're at the stage, Peter, when the dream becomes believable. The stage of the season when everything takes on a tougher, more pressurised edge. When you want to win all you can, but might have to settle for one. This would be worth settling for, believe me.
Great lead! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Paris Saint-Germain can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Plays it long. He's got options out wide. Good save, he got a decent fist on that. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. A finish right from the top draw. And he's produced a beauty. Paris Saint-Germain break the deadlock.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
So above all others, Jim, what do you think is the single factor which is going to make a difference here?
Well, Peter, I think there really isn't an awful lot in terms of what separates these teams. No, not when you get to this stage. This one could come down to the smallest of...
Shot a goal! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Just half an hour in now. Kolarov. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Knocks one in. And he's there to clear it. Lee Kang-in, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Lays it out to the flank. Ball is over the line. He's got away. And the keeper's in command. Hernandez cuts it out. Tries lifting it over. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. We hit half-time, so there you have it, a close-fought half of football, one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. So, 45 minutes to turn it round.
Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's been taken straight back. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Hernandez. Well weighted. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Nice to get it forward quickly. Well, that's where he wants it. Breaks on here. Lee Kang-in. Oh, they can break here. Oh, he's broken through. Beautifully done. A chance to play it in. Gets the better of his man. Has a hit!
A very nice shimmy to manipulate the space, and that was cleverly worked.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Arnautovic coming on. Can he up to meet it! Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Arnautovic, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Forward it goes.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Milivojevic gets it back. He's through the middle. Hits one! That wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
That is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish, beaten at home, so they're going to have to win away. It is tough, but it is do or die. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
Well, this, of course, is part two of the quarter-final. The hosts did claim a narrow win on the road, which has really turned up the heat on their opponents, who are left with little choice but really to go for it now, to go all out for a win. A warm welcome to everyone who joins us now for what should be a really intense encounter. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. So it's all stacked in favour of the hosts, the scoreline and indeed home advantage in this battle for a place in the semi-final.
Well, it's going to need a pretty big performance from the visitors, Peter, if they are to overturn this. They say every team is due for such a game or two in every competition, and it really is a case of now or never for them. A time for some of the bigger players in that lineup to stand up and clearly be counted.
Has a goal! Decent enough try. Big chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself to the strike. Paris Saint-Germain have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it? Loses his balance and loses the ball.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Plays it out to the wing. Going for goal! Defending of the desperate variety. Fabian Ruiz tries and a shot! And that has been clubbed away. In comes the cross. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well.
Paris Saint-Germain have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Fabian Ruiz. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. He's through the middle. He's through, it's what shapes to shoot! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Well, it could have been and probably should have been a different choice of finish. There was lower space to hit.
Fabian Ruiz goes up and over, looking to get within range. Paris Saint-Germain have a free kick. He's gone direct. Struck first time. Tries a shot!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
There's the whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a sport half of football that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. It was a decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
We are already promptly back underway.
Well, it seems like the perfect situation for fortune favouring the brave. 45 minutes to pack in enough risk-taking to get this match turned around. It's very doable.
Forward it goes. Oh, good interception. Arnautovic. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. It's anyone's ball.
Cleared without complication.
In towards the centre. It's good distance on it. Gets it back. Good ball, it's found its target. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty.
So a big chance now from 12 yards.
So this to restore parity. Oh, it's hit the post!
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Battles to win it back. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Gets away from his opponent. Loose. And the counter is on. And it's Arnautovic. Arnautovic. And Arnautovic!
Lee Kang-in.
Almost nothing left on the clock here. Now just moments away from a semi-final place. Arnautovic plays it out to the flank. Striding forward, facing goal. Arnautovic has a goal! And he heaves it forward. Oh, some tackle that. No complaints about that challenge. Robust, but fair. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And here's Arnautovic. And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Point-blank header! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Real chance! And the follow-up. He's got options in the box if he... In for the follow-up! And he's there to hoof it away. Arnautovic! Oh, it's gone in! They have stolen level at the last!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
This is threatening. That's it! They are out! All square here, and they are gone. The first leg deficit proved not to be recoverable. Despite a better effort here, their race is run. The outcome of the first game, Jim. What are you thinking now?
Yeah, they can call it a moral victory, Peter, and nothing else. They left themselves with too much to do coming...